tonight. Jamaica recorded 39 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday and 5 additional deaths, bringing the pandemic total to 46,821 and 814 deaths. President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, Jasford Gabriel, says he is satisfied with reports received on the first day of face-to-face classes for exit examination students. The National Water Commission is advising that operations at the Hope Bay treatment plant will be suspended to facilitate the replacement of a malfunctioning valve on Thursday, May 13. And PNP President and Leader of the Opposition, Mark Golding, appoints Junior Shadow Cabinet to integrate youth voices in the national discourse. Good evening. Jamaica recorded 39 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday and 5 additional deaths, bringing the pandemic total to 46,821 confirmed cases and 814 deaths. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the 5 deaths included 2 that were previously under investigation: a 17-year-old girl and a 78-year-old man, both from Trelawney. The other deaths included 3 men aged 60 and 75 years old, both from Trelawney, and 62 years old from Kingston and St. Andrew. Of the 39 new COVID-19 cases, there were 23 females and 16 males, with ages ranging from 1-year-old to 88 years old. The cases were recorded in St. Anne with 10 cases, Kingston and St. Andrew 9, Westmoreland 7, St. Mary 6, St. James, St. Catherine and Manchester 2 each, and St. James 1. The country also recorded 122 recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 22,517. President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, Jasford Gabriel, says he is satisfied with reports received on the first day of face-to-face classes for exit examination students. Mr. Gabriel says no concerns were raised based on feedback from educators in the field.
So only got feedback from members in the field, and no concerns really to begin with. Smoothly so far. We have not had any concerns to report at this time. As the week go on, I guess we'll get a better sense as to how things are unfolding. We're always keeping an eye on the positivity rate. The World Health Organization suggests that we need to be 5% or below. And so we are not there yet, and so the risk factor is still high. So I don't think we should be sending out additional students for face-to-face without us getting into that kind of safe zone. I think we need to allow this phase to work and see how the positivity rate responds across the country.
The JTA president further explained that while they are yet to see the outcome of the face-to-face learning, caution still must be taken to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Meanwhile, educators in Western Jamaica are reporting a smooth start to yesterday's resumption of face-to-face classes for students who will be sitting this year's exit examinations. Principal of Little London High School in Westmoreland, Garfield James, says there were no challenges faced on the first day. Mr. James says his school is ready to accommodate the over 200 students who will be sitting the exit exams on a rotational basis, utilizing a timetable. Similar sentiments were shared by Principal of Green Island Primary School in Hanover, Vasiana Mosley, who said his school had been prepared for this day since the initial approval by the Ministry of Health in January, and has just over 100 students slated to sit the exit exams. The police are seeking the public's assistance to locate 63-year-old Carl Bedward of St. John's Road, Spanish Town in St. Catherine, who has been missing since May 4. He is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 4 inches tall. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that at about 9 p.m., Bedwell was last seen leaving home in a black shorts and black vest. He has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Carl Bedward is being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. 27-year-old Abigail N.U. of Dover Road in Kingston 10 died as a result of injuries she received in a motor vehicle collision on the Michael Manley Boulevard in Kingston on May 9. Reports from the Green Island Police are that at about 2:30 p.m., the driver of a Suzuki Jar motor car was traveling along the Green Island Main Road in Hanover when he allegedly lost control of the motor vehicle, which then collided with a Nissan Latio motor car that was traveling in the opposite direction. NU, who was a passenger in the Suzuki Jar motor car, sustained multiple injuries and was transported to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Both drivers and a passenger of the Nissan Latio motor car were hospitalized for treatment. Investigations continue. One man has been detained in relation to the stabbing death of 15-year-old Denisha Cooper, a student of Naysbury Grove in St. Catherine in her community. Reports from the Spanish Town Police are that at about 9 p.m. on Saturday, May 8, the suspect pounced upon the complainant with a knife and stabbed her several times in the upper body. He attempted to escape and was intercepted by residents, and the police were summoned. He was subsequently apprehended. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigations. Cooper was transported to hospital, where she was admitted in critical condition. She unfortunately succumbed to her injuries yesterday afternoon. In other news, the National Water Commission, NWC, is advising that operations at the Hope Bay Treatment Plant will be suspended to facilitate the replacement of a malfunctioning valve on Thursday, May 13. Based on the scope of the work, the NWC estimates that water supply will be disrupted between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Customers are therefore urged to store water for use during the period of disruption. Restoration time is expected at 4 p.m. on Thursday, May 13. The affected areas are Hope Bay, St. Margaret's Bay, Spring Garden, Hermitage, Union, Canewood Road, Woodia, and Cooling Springs. The National Water Commission says it apologizes for any inconvenience caused and seeks to assure its valued customers that every effort will be made to restore water supply within the shortest possible time. And those are some of the stories making news. We will return with other stories, with the People's National Party president and leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, appointing a junior shadow cabinet to integrate youth voices in the national discourse, as well as news that the Grace Kennedy Foundation is inviting Jamaican students who will be attending local universities in the 2021-2022 academic year to apply for scholarships. But first, let's take a break and then join Christopher Scott with sports.